If you're raising children like I am, you know how often they're exposed to violence on television and video games and in daily life. Well, experts say that exposure can have long-term effects on their health and welfare. But we found a man in Boston who's found a way to rekindle a child's joy and playfulness. Correspondent Jennifer Santiago has the story.
Newbury Street in Boston, Massachusetts. It's one of the city's trendiest and most popular places to eat, shop, and people watch. It may seem to be an unlikely place to find the headquarters for a nonprofit organization, but you don't know the people behind Project Joy.
Whip them around the side. And stop.
Meet Steve Gross, the founder of Project Joy, and his chief playmakers.
Splish! We rip the parachute. Get back to work. Yep. Do you want to get dates right now while we have our calendars out?
Steve's the man behind a one-of-a-kind program that uses the power of play to transform the lives of children affected by loss, poverty, and violence.
You feel like playing? Do you feel like playing? Do you feel like playing? Do you guys want to give it a shake, shake? Shake, shake.
Play is not going to eliminate the terrible things that children have seen or experienced.
Twisty shake.
But it will show them another side of life that will help them to be resilient and to overcome the challenges that they may face.
Down and under.
Some of our children come from home shelters, and this might be the only fun they have all day.
Can we do it one more time? Yeah! Do you really want to do it one more time?
Yeah! It absolutely makes a difference in their lives.
It all began nearly 20 years ago when Steve emerged from college with a degree in social work and a strong desire to help others that was handed down from his father.
His philosophy was that as human beings, the one thing we have control over is making someone else's journey from birth to death all the more meaningful and joyful by us having been there along the way to help.
He's a very joyous person who I think wants to share the joy with as many people as he can.
Splish! Splash!
Steve formed Project Joy so he could play a positive role in the lives of at-risk kids.
I thought about having an organization that was committed to ensuring that no child ever lost their playfulness, sense of wonder, their passion, their joy, and that they really felt loved.
What's going on, Steve?
Steve has become a leading expert in the growing field of play therapy.
Just checking in. I want to make sure everything is okay.
And even though his home base is here in Boston, he'll travel anywhere in the world to help a traumatized child.
This is downtown Biloxi here. As you can see, this area has just suffered a catastrophic amount of damage.
During the last few years, Steve and Project Joy have brought happiness and relief to thousands of children in need, including those devastated by recent natural and man-made disasters.
And what's your name?
Zaire.
Hi, Zaire.
In New York City after September 11th, in Mississippi and Louisiana following Hurricane Katrina, in Banda Aceh, Indonesia following tsunami, or in, the Middle East following all the armed conflict.
But since Steve can't be everywhere at once, he started a training program so childcare professionals from all over the world could come to him.
These games are just a way of engaging children.
We attended a session at the University of New Hampshire.
If it's not joyful, then we're doing something wrong with these activities, and we gotta figure out what it is. That's where the genius is. We're gonna start with a game. This is a game for us, 3 games.
Steve says the best way to help at-risk and traumatized kids regain their love of play is to teach their caregivers, who are themselves often overworked, under great stress.
The first thing that we do at the training is try to help childcare providers tap into their own playfulness. You can't spread something you don't have. If you want to spread joy, you better have yourself some joy.
It is showing me how to get back in touch with the playfulness and the joy inside of me so that I can transfer that to my students.
These retreats Really helping teachers develop a plan to nurture their own playfulness and joy, because happy teachers make happy children.
I just feel like a different person. I came here kind of tired, kind of listless, and kind of without a lot of joy, and I feel great now.
Over the course of an intensive weekend, attendees at a Project Joy retreat get hands-on instruction in a variety of games and exercises that are all designed to improve the lives of children exposed to violence or stressful situations.
This ball into any kind of bowl. Does anyone have this is a hot ball.
Ant is working with all of the teachers doing activities that we call Imagimotion. And it's really about helping kids to use their imagination, their creativity, coordinate that with their body and their movements so that kids can really cultivate a healthy, strong, creative imagination.
Ooh, everybody put their hands in come up.
Project Joy trainings are free, and so are the program tools, materials, and ongoing support they provide.
Chill. Like a boy.
All thanks to a childhood friend of Steve's.
Can I fold? Like, kind of more sailor?
I don't think you want to.
John Jacobs and his brother own a clothing company called Life is Good that promotes optimism and community service.
That's why Life is Good and Project Joy fit so well together.
Through their Life is Good Kids Foundation, the Jacobs brothers fund Project Joy.
You can't take a 4-year-old, lie him on a couch, have him talk through his problems with a therapist.
Love it.
But you get them using their bodies, laughing, they're like a whole new person. It made all the sense in the world to us, and we said, where do we sign up?
I want to be wearing all Life is Good. Down to the boxes, socks.
We got you boxes.
With funding in place and an ever-growing influence, Steve says the sky's the limit for Project Joy.
The biggest goal is that we contribute to creating a generation of children who see the world as filled with possibility, who approach life confidently and joyfully, and they can go out in the world and feel safe enough to explore it with gusto.
The people around Steve say that he's already well on his way.
Steve Gross, he is a hero. He has done something a lot of people are afraid to do.
Let's see those muscles.
Leave the mainstream and follow your dream. And especially when your dream is all about helping communities, man, it doesn't get better than that.
Can you guys get a bubble wand?
He's a hero because he's a leader, and he's a great leader because he leads with optimism, with energy, and with passion.
Keep making it something that's totally outside the box.
He's a hero because he's bringing joy and playfulness into children's lives and into adults' lives.
For Steve, becoming a Pied Piper of play means he's done his part in helping at-risk children grow up more socially, physically, and emotionally healthy.
I don't view myself as a hero. I love to play. I love to work with people. I get far more than I give.
Who else is playing?
I feel a sense of meaning and purpose in my life, and that helps me find my own joy. Thank you guys for playing with us, man.
Steve told us his goal is to complete Project Joy training with 2,000 teachers all across the country over the next 5 years. And for his efforts to bring joy to traumatized children everywhere around the world, we are proud to call Steve Gross a DirecTV hometown hero. Finally, tonight's hero up.